So for our first recipe using the banana ketchup that I made, this is a Filipino barbecue dish. So it's just basically pork skewers that we're going to barbecue with a marinade on, and the ketchup is included in the actual marinade. So we're going to make the marinade for the meat. Right, so we have some lovely pork shoulder steaks, quite a tough cut, so makes sense to marinate these, but we're going to cut these into cubes, marinate them, and then when they're done we'll stick them on the grill or the barbecue. So we really just need to cut these up into equal size cubes. Being a tough cut, the marinade will definitely assist it to be slightly more tender, especially the some things like the limes and the vinegar which we're putting in. So just bite-sized pieces. Yeah, I think it should be good enough. Sort of hard ingredients first. So we got our white onion. Just going to cut this into smaller pieces, just so it can be blended. It doesn't have to be into fine pieces. The finer, probably easier to blend it, but this will still get blended whether it's this size or not. So, and then the same with the garlic. Just cut that into smaller pieces. The garlic always has a nice flavour into marinades, I find. Let's get this into the container. Then the juice of 2 limes. So I'm just going to cut these in half. I'll just sort of stab them in a bit like that as well, just to break up the flesh so that it's easier to squeeze the juice out. Of course you could use a juicer. Okay, and we'll just get this squeezed into here. Nice bit of freshness from the limes as well, but they also do help to tenderize the meat because it is in a sort of an acidic type of fruit, similar to a lemon. Alright, so let's there's a bit of sugar as well, just gives it some sweetness. Bit of white vinegar, that's white wine vinegar. Then about a tablespoon of fish sauce. Just adds a nice sort of savoury umami flavour. It's also a bit salty as well, so. But black pepper, maybe 10 or 12 cracks, depending on how much pepper you like. There's a bit of salt in there from the fish sauce, but we'll still add a bit of sea salt. And then I think lastly we've got our banana ketchup that we made earlier. All the ingredients and method will be in the description if you want to make this one yourself. Okay, then all we left is to blitz this one up. Again, the cable's not long enough, so I'm just going to hold this in my hand. Next will be our pork shoulder cubes that we've cut. Stick those in a nice bowl. And then just the marinade to go over it. And this probably best to leave overnight in the fridge. And yeah, just work it in with your hands like that. It's quite straightforward, and we'll see how this turns out later. Once it's marinated overnight, we'll stick this on the barbecue tomorrow on some skewers. And that's the first step to Filipino pork barbecue. Okay, so we're ready to put the pork on the skewers. These are trusty, faithful stainless steel ones. Wooden ones are also alright, but they tend to burn on the barbecue, so these work really well. You can just wash them and reuse them again. So this has been in the fridge overnight, nicely marinated, and I'm sure the meat will be tender. Yeah, and then basically just thread the pork onto the skewer. Get them all done like that. I'm going to baste these as well when they're on the braai or barbecue. I think with a bit of the banana ketchup as well, just to give it some extra flavor. But for now, yeah, this is very good. There we go. And that's ready to go. Alright, so we've done with our skewers on the barbecue, and all that's left is to go for a taste, see how this came out. Amazing, all the flavors are in that marinade have come out into the meat, and that's actually quite a nice flavor. I'll definitely be doing this again. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.